There are four main API classifications in DNA Center. The best known API is the Intent API. In this context, the word intent is loosely synonymous with RESTful, as northbound applications can signal their desired outcomes to DNA Center over this API. It provides direct access to individual resources in DNA Center like any REST API would, along with standard create, read, update, and delete functionality. This is considered a northbound API and is often consumed by business applications. Moving clockwise, the eastbound API includes event notifications transported as webhooks. These notifications work somewhat like on-change telemetry subscriptions we covered in the previous course. A listener registers to a set of events, then waits for DNA Center to send a notification when something interesting occurs related to those events. When subscribing, the listener provides a callback URL, which is the webhook target that DNA Center uses to send its webhooks. DNA Center also interfaces directly with devices using a variety of southbound APIs such as SSH, Telnet, Netconf, and SNMP. In the previous course, we explored some of these methods using standalone Python scripts. A variety of device packages can be installed which operate at this southbound layer, such as network discovery, inventory management, and command runner. We'll explore these later in the course. Developers can also create custom plugins to interact with non-Cisco devices. Finally, DNA Center supports external application integrations with other products using a westbound API. Using the concept of providers, which are integration plugins installed on DNA Center, the product can communicate with IP address management systems, IT service management systems, and more. This helps minimize IT handoffs and reduces duplication of effort. It can streamline IT workflows as DNA Center integrates into an organization's formal change control process. Before we dive into the demos, I want to quickly explain the DNA Center site architecture. The DNA Center inventory is arranged into a three-tier system. At the top, you can build areas which represent arbitrary geographic regions. In the United States, these might be individual states or national regions like New England or the Midwest. Elsewhere, it could represent individual countries or whole continents. It could also be as small as a city or a campus within a city. It's your choice. In each area, you can add buildings. I think everyone knows what a building is, so I won't stress this point. Each building has latitude and longitude coordinates, so it can be represented on the world map. Each building also has a collection of floors. Oftentimes, in wireless designs, individual floors have different access point placement, user counts, and other variables. DNA Center gives you the flexibility to identify and manage devices with per-floor granularity. Exploring the Site API, which falls into the northbound intent category, is our first order of business today. But first, let's discuss a few important setup tasks.